I spent years putting on screen protectors on phones and tablets every single day. Today I'm going to show you the tips and tricks that I use to do it right. So these were the screen protectors that I got on Amazon. These are just the cheap ones, something like $8. If we look through, they've got all your standards: anti-fingerprint, high definition vision, scratch and wear resistant, oleophobic, and skin oils off. They're super hard and explosion proof efficiently. So, as you can tell, these are going to be great. Let's see what we can do to put them on. Generally, when you go to do screen protectors, it's going to come with a few things in the package already. First up is going to be an alcohol prep pad. Use this to obviously clean the screen off. Usually it's going to come with a microfiber cloth. A lot of times it's a tiny one like this. If you have a larger one that you've gotten from somewhere else, this is going to be a lot better. I got this free at like a trade show, so not a big deal there. Tape is another huge staple. You're going to need this to get any dust, lint, things like that. Depending on the type of screen protector you're using, you may need it to actually peel the screen protector back up if you need to get under it again. And then the last thing you're going to need is some type of hard card. I'm just using my Marcus loyalty program card here. Any hard card will work. Credit card, debit card, driver's license, anything like that. All right, let's get started. So as we can see, we've got my Logitech G Cloud here. This, I actually got it used on, was going to be Facebook Marketplace, but we had issues on that, so we ended up doing it through eBay. But as you can see, it had the factory screen protector still on here. It's nicked up, scratched up. I opted to go with a tempered glass screen protector to replace it. So that's what we'll do today, is we'll get the old one peeled off, get the new one put on. So we'll get started here. Generally, the first thing you're going to do is peel up the old screen protector. What you can do, a trick for this, if you have trouble getting underneath it, is actually sometimes you can just take a piece of Scotch tape and just lift it right up like that. Makes it 10 times easier. So we've got that prepared, ready to go. We're going to take our new screen protector. Now this one only has one side. So you can see that the side we peel off here is the number one. So we don't want to do this yet. The biggest thing to do about this is to keep it all clean as you go. So we'll get the old one peeled off, and then I'll show you generally how I go about putting on the new one. So first we'll get this old one peeled off. If you can try to do this in a dust-free area, that's going to help a lot. All right, so right now I can already see a couple pieces of fiber have landed on the screen. So we're going to use our screen protector, or our microfiber cloth, get that all off of there. I think we're looking pretty good for the most part now. But inevitably there is going to be a piece of dust that gets on this. There's not generally a lot you can do. We'll go ahead and use our alcohol prep pad here. I don't know if it actually helps in like helping to repel as you go, but if there is any kind of static electricity on this screen after peeling off that plastic that's causing it to attract dust, hopefully this will help get rid of that. I just keep seeing pieces of dust fall. The unfortunate thing is every piece of dust that falls on this is going to show. But that's why we've got our tape for later. So the trick here with this is to start peeling it off, do it upside down. That way, as you go, no dust is going to land on the side that's actually going to stick, and only peel it off a little bit. That's about enough right there. And what we want to do is line this up first before we get started. So I usually use one of the edges, and we'll also take our credit card and put it under a corner. This will catch it to prevent it from falling all the way down. I did that pretty poorly there. so, so I usually let it just naturally go one side to the other. Now the hope is that we don't see any bubbles pop up as this happens. And it looks like we lucked out real good. Oh, except for maybe at the very end. Yep. You can see it right there. There's one little tiny fragment of hair right there. And that is where we get our tape. So the tough part here is I don't know if that fragment of hair is on the screen protector or on the screen itself. And it's actually at a really poor spot here. So what we're going to do is very carefully peel up one of the sides, slip our card underneath it. Oh, and sometimes this will take a try or two. But we can still see where that's at. So what we're going to do is we're going to gently lift up on it enough to get this piece of tape under here. If we can get it. And was that enough? Oh, it looks like it was. Perfect. So you can run your microfiber cloth around the edge. Make sure that everything is lined up well. I probably could have gone slightly more to the left, but ultimately I'm really happy with how this turned out. So, but that's basically the process. Now, if you had other pieces of dust, things like that in there, sometimes you can just push down on the screen protector and it will lay on it. These harder ones tend not to do quite as well with that, but sometimes you can get really lucky and you just push down and it'll seal better. But at the end of the day, you just use that same process that I did, right? Lift up slightly on it till you can get the piece of tape underneath, kind of push the tape either onto the screen protector or onto the screen, wherever the dust is, and then take it off, try to lay it down again, see if it'll lay flush. But this is good. I've got 3 others left, so if this ever cracks, scratches, whatever, we'll just do another one and maybe I'll do a video on that. Otherwise, thank you for joining me. Check back with the channel if you've got any gaming questions, gaming needs, news, reviews, product updates, all kinds of fun stuff. Thanks.